And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's French. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Great place to start for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Run in the red zone, it's Knight. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing, Ncaa finds his target down the middle. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's French. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision making.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gonna run it. It's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Easy. Third down from the gun. Here's Ncaa. Makes the grab. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Ncaa. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's French. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why, though.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Across the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down convert.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Knight. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It's complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking left. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's French. Pulls it in, it's Grover. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Play fake, Ncaa finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Here's Ncaa to throw. The short hands, it's Matthews. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Iamaleava. Stepping to the right. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here.
Flash moving. Set. Red 80. Tino. Over here, balls out. Gamer.
Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Fires left. He makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The toss to the outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. Find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last two drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical third down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in fourth and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control.
They put on the heat, and they blocked it. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield, it's French. Bringing the heat. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running.
Makes the grab in their space. Made a defender miss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
Caught! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called, Cincinnati using its second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Man, I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here.
Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the number 13 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Jaguars engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Throwing, Imaliava. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bearcats! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by...
Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Ncaa to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Gets the back moving, looking for a man. It's Ncaa. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage? No.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the punishment has been extended.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
Number 31, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping to throw.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Iamaleava. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Finds the big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He wants to change this route. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got a man. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's French. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. That's reeled in. It's Grover. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the beatdown has ensued. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Ncaa to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Ncaa unloads to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Ncaa throwing again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
14.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down.
White 53, white 53.
They'll run the counter. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Black 18, black 18.
Ncaa throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Bruins are marching down the field. To the air, it's Ncaa. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The handoff to Johnson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's French. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Throwing, Ncaa unleashes it. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, UCLA. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Johnson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's French. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Perry. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Release to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than pulling another pick. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Catches it at the 15. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Finds his man. It's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lofts one high and deep. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Iamaleava. Unleashes one deep. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. Timeout called, Cincinnati using it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
camp. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Direct snap. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's French. Got it! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line, just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they can run it, they can play it safe, but they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand, and they go out, they get the execution needed to win this game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.